What is up, everyone? I hope you're doing good. I'm testing Ecamm's new beta. So it is a horizontal and vertical kind of side by side. And you can set up the different scenes and all that, which I've been actually using the horizontal version over on Whatnot. So I've been sending the virtual cam over there. But this time I'm testing vertical and horizontal on Facebook and on YouTube. And I'm going to open up some packages because I've been slacking on doing that. So if you follow me on Facebook, I've been slacking on opening up some of those. So I'm going to try it out live and see how it looks on both versions, which I should probably switch it and make. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's get into it. So let's just start opening up some stuff and talking a little bit about this beta feature. So I'm horrible with features. Let's see, what is this thing? A 20-watt power adapter. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Is that USB? It's a lightning. Interesting. Magnetic lightning. So it looks like it magnetizes on there. Very cool. So anyway, I've been testing the vertical camera, virtual camera out to Ecamm or to Whatnot from Ecamm, and that's been working really well. So, but I have not just tested it like they've made it. So now that's what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to look on my profile and see how it's showing up here. And if you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to ask as well. I just doing a little impromptu live show. All right, cool. So anyway, I'll keep opening up packages. So I've been getting a lot of stuff from Amazon sellers, a lot of brand deals. Just a little ASMR action for you. So I've been getting a lot of brand deals, and I've been trying to make reels about me opening it up. But there's been a ton recently, so I've been not doing a great job at doing that. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is a little Fiverr gig. This is a running box. So if there's any marathon runners in there, I'm excited to do this. I'll do this today. Oh, and actually that deal is a horizontal and vertical. So I will position it into these two cameras and shoot it all at once, which will be kind of cool. All right, here's another package. What is this? Looks like a flashlight, I guess. I don't ever keep those little slips, but I would say that's a flashlight. What do you think? That's a flashlight. It's got to be. I don't know. I gotta open it. It's a flashlight. It's got to be a flashlight. What is it? Yeah, it's a flashlight. Okay. I was like, it's got to be. Looks like a flashlight on the front. Cool. I like getting flashlights. Those are fun. I've gotten some like really good flashlights too. There's somewhere. Oh, this company. I'll show you guys this company. This company is Woobin. These guys send me all kinds of fun stuff. They have a really nice flashlights. I got a couple of them already. Got a couple more on the way. They get a little magnet on there, so I just magnetize it right to my desk. But if you're hanging out, let me know where you're watching from. I got a chat somewhere. What's up, Jen Lux? And this is going vertical and horizontal at the same time in a couple of places. So I imagine maybe it's hitting a different audience than what it normally would. So let me know what platform you're watching on. Well, if you comment, I can see it. What's up, Ann? Hello. I'm just opening up these brand deals. This is cool. This is a little cigar company. Oh wow, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was. This is I don't smoke cigars anymore, but pre-marriage days, I used to light one up occasionally. So this is just different gauges, so you can boop, 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 pop holes in those. Very cool. Very fun. Let me put this over on the shelf. Got a few more here, not too many today. Not as many as it has been. I've been getting, I don't even know, like a dozen plus per day, which has been crazy. see what this one is. Oh, swimming headphones. I think you're supposed to be able to swim with these and maybe listen to some music. I don't know. I'm going to take them to the beach and find out. We'll see. I must throw them in the trash. That's not what the brand wants me to do. Now keep all my boxes because I'm going to ship all this stuff out on Whatnot, probably, if it'll sell over there. So I had a show last night, which was pretty fun. Sold over, I think it's right at 50 products for yesterday. It was a good time. What else we got? Oh yeah, a little shaver. So a little professional shaver for my professional shaved face. Let's see. Got my nice little razor blade out, making sure I don't mess with these boxes too much because I do want to reuse them. Let me know where you're watching from. What's up? Oh yeah, this is cool. What is this? Somebody's playing some tunes outside. There you go. It sounds like it. What is that? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. That's a funny horn. That's what you get when you live in Puerto Rico. I'm originally from Tennessee, moved to Wilmington, North Carolina for a decade, and then my wife and I just moved here. What is this, a power bank? Yeah, that's what it is. Those are always fun. What's up, Matt Haas? I see you over there. The Wizard of Haas. I was going to push this over to Whatnot, but decided not to. I didn't say why not this time. Just open up a... What? Look at this flashlight. It's a keychain flashlight. Look how small this is. Fits right in the palm of my hand. I have 19 videos to make this weekend. Yo, what's up, Philip? Yeah, I have just gotten, I don't know how many video projects in today. How many ever I've opened on this stream so far? So yeah, I got a lot. I got a lot to make. My shelf is full. We'll see what this one is. Another flashlight. Look at that. Sometimes these brands will send me two things. But this is cool. I always like flashlights. They're nice videos to make. Super easy, super simple. And last but not least, and I already opened this because I didn't know what it was. Ugh. It's a giant knife set, which I'm really stoked on. It's a lot bigger and heavier than I imagined. I don't know why, though, because knife sets normally are. So, yeah, this one's going to be cool. So, yeah, that's it. Well, I think everything worked out. Are you guys watching on the vertical or the... Yeah, Matt, I wish I could show you a picture of my shelf. So, let's see. Between today and yesterday, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yeah, I've gotten 10 packages per day, basically. Vertical on Facebook. That's cool. Macy, what's up? Oh, Vertical. Phil saw me Vertical on Facebook. Matt saw me Vertical on Facebook. Interesting. Yeah, I saw the numbers kind of spike up to 20. Saw some familiar faces or non-familiar faces and then familiar faces. So I imagine the spike to 20 was probably vertical. So kind of cool. But yeah, I haven't done any fancy schmancy with the vertical yet. Not for this stream. Now on my Whatnot profile, I set up a vertical profile over there, but the horizontal's blank because there's no I might stream, multi-stream, and then try to get people over to Whatnot, but I don't know. But if you're on Whatnot, go check out my show, upcoming show, next Thursday, 6:57. Go bookmark that thing. Mr. Beast is going to be on there. He was on earlier. Mr. Beast is going to be on, I think, Super Bowl day. I don't know what time, on Whatnot, giving away $1 million in prizes. $1 million. I was like, what? That was bonkers. I couldn't believe it. All the cool kids watch Vertical. You know, I used to hate on Vertical, and I still am not like a huge fan of it, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me, especially because I like live selling, and I think a lot of those platforms are vertical only. So I gotta go where I want to be, and I want to be in those vertical shows selling stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. Be fun. But yeah, I got a ton of videos. I got another tablet video I gotta make. I got a tablet I gotta sell. If anybody wants to buy it, let me know. This is one of those Framio frames. Look at this nice little gift box. So I got that yesterday. What else did I get yesterday? I think I got one of these cool, it's like a little water bag shower system. Then I also got a electric water filtering system. That's kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of work to do. So I'm actually gonna jump off here in a second and do some of that. I think I am. Let's see. I'm gonna count it real quick because I can count. I can count quick. Maybe. Let me see if I can go into it. Where's my managed content? All right, let's see here. This is, I'll do 50 per page. So this week, I've made 42 videos that have been published. And then, yeah, 42 videos that are published is what I made this week so far. So I'm gonna see if I can make 8 more videos by the end of the day. Wait, did I say that right? Hold on. What was the first day of the week? The second or something? Yeah, okay. Groundhog Day. So you'll let me scroll down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I made 42 videos. 42 this week. And I'm going to see if I can hit 50. So I'm going to see if I can make 8 videos in the next couple of hours. We'll see. What's up, Bez? What's up, Junaid? Junaid, good to see you. Bez, good to see you. Now, if I bring up the comments, where do they go? Oh, they go both places. Look at that. Well. That's pretty sick. If I X1, one stays. All right. Interesting. I feel like that vertical is like super close, especially if I'm like this. Junaid, did you see this on vertical or horizontal? Bez, did you see this vertical or horizontal? I'm testing the Ecamm dual mode feature. Is it warm in Puerto Rico? You better believe it. It is 81 degrees. It's beautiful. Beautiful in 81. Supposed to get down, I think. Yeah, it's supposed to be 83 tomorrow. So 83 is the high today. 80 is the high tomorrow. 79 on Sunday. And then Monday it's going to get cold at 77. Oh, vertical on Facebook. All right. Horizontal. All right. Junaid like lemonade. Are you asking him? Or are you rhyming his name? All right. Good to see everybody. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for hanging out. If you saw any of those products and you're like, oh, I think I want to buy those, you let me know before. If you see it on my Amazon page, more than likely that means it's for sale. So yeah, good stuff. Hope you guys are doing good. I've already made 42 videos. I'm going to go make 8 videos. Can I do it by the end of my workday? I don't know. Just stop in. Just stop, Billy. I'm in Wisconsin. Oh, I'm headed to your house now. Can I watch the Super Bowl? Yes, you can. Yeah. Oh, Bad Bunny. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Super Bowl halftime show. So much controversy, and if you're watching this and you don't know, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Puerto Ricans, catch this, are Americans. I moved here just like I would any other state. Oh my God, isn't that incredible? Don't be stupid. Get informed, all right? Just want to say that. It's very annoying. I'm sure I'm not even Puerto Rican. And I flew to a place this past year. I was getting back on a plane to come back to Puerto Rico, and the person's like, I'm gonna need your passport. And I'm like, nope, you don't. And they're like, I'm gonna need your passport. And I go, why? They said, because you're going to Puerto Rico. That's a different country. You have to have your passport. And I go, no, I don't. I need my ID. And here it is. And, the person just didn't know. And that's totally fine. But when someone who lives there tells you, maybe you should just go look it up, not argue. So it was a whole thing. And it was interesting, but yes. So there you go. So if you're a dumb redneck and you're like, Bad Bunny's not American, just don't be a dumb redneck. Get informed. It's easy. We got the internet. We got AI. It's pretty easy to figure this stuff out. Anyway. That's it. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it there. And I can say dumb redneck. I'm from the mountains of Tennessee. I can say dumb redneck all I want. The more you know, the better off you'll be. And look, I used to be a dumb redneck. I know. I'm a recovered dumb redneck. I used to think that the world should look and sound and operate like me, like a dumb redneck. And I'm glad that it didn't. Because that would be dumb. We would all be dumb rednecks. And trust me, you don't want to be a dumb redneck. All right. Everybody in the chat's like, gotta go. Lunch is ready. Early dinner. All right, there you go. There's my, and it's not even political at this point. It's just like, don't be dumb. Like, that's not even a political statement. I'm not even political. I don't give a rip. Just don't be dumb. Don't think that you're the only person on planet Earth that exists, or that the only things that you do are the right things, or any of that other crap. It's like, dude, just don't be dumb. Jeez, that's all I gotta say. I'm done. That's my TED Talk for today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Love somebody, and just like be intentional with people. Give people space. Learn about people. When I grew up in the mountains of Tennessee, in a trailer park in the mountains of Tennessee. And there's like some diversity in trailer parks, which was like pretty cool. But for the most part, it was still divided, separated. There wasn't a whole lot of intermingling, even if there was diverse people in that trailer park. And so I grew up kind of that way. And then when I got older, I went to school in St. Louis, Missouri. And a part of that school was I had to find a place to live. And I went and I started talking to, people that were in that school. And there was a guy from Brazil who only spoke Portuguese. He did not speak hardly any English. I obviously, being from the mountains of Tennessee at 18 years old, had no idea about but I needed somewhere to live. I needed somewhere that had cheap rent, somewhere that I could split rent. And so I moved in with this guy, Hector. And man, I learned so much about different culture. I learned so much about different language. I learned so much in that time that I lived there with Hector and we were roommates. And there were parts of it that were very frustrating. There were parts of it that were very exciting. I remember one time his family came and they were cooking all this food, and I was like, at that point I'm like, dude, I grew up on green beans and hamburgers and Taco Bell. It's like I did not know any of what was going on. I never even had like a chocolate covered raisin or anything. I mean, it was just like I was that kind of person. And I remember just sitting there watching this guy and his family and just the vibe that they had and how much fun they were having. And I grew up with a racist grandfather, a very racist grandfather, and who would get liquor drunk and who would just go off the deep end about how anybody who had more than a dark suntan was horrible. And so I like listened to this stuff, and then I'm like living with this guy who's from Brazil who speaks a completely different language than me, and I'm going, wait a minute, this guy's not bad, this guy's not horrible, this guy doesn't want to kill me and my family, this guy doesn't want to do weird stuff to me and my family. Like, this guy is cool. This guy is, he's just another dude. He's just another dude from a different place. And we have a lot of differences, but we also have a lot of similarities. And I think that was a situation that, really changed my perspective of people forever. And I quickly learned, like, man, I can't just look at somebody and judge them. Even if somebody tells me they look different than you, they act different than you, they move different than you, so you have to be opposite of them. You can't be, I wasn't raised that way by my mom, but the behavior from my grandfather was allowed by people in my family until it wasn't. And it was, no one stood up to that. It was kind of like this matriarch of the family. And so, it was just something we had to endure and put up with. But so I've kind of made it my life's mission to like get to know people for who they are. And there's bad people and there's good people. I've met some amazing people who look way different than me, who talk way different than me, who are from a way different culture than I am. And I've met some dirtbags that live right next door who grew up with, the same, the next room over. I mean, I don't want to talk too much crap about my family, but I've met some real dirtbags who look just like me, who sound just like me, who are from where I'm from, who are supposed to be these Southern gentlemen, and they're not, and they're so. What I'm saying is, it's all over. It's like, who cares? Just be a person, love people, and give people a benefit of the doubt. If they give you a reason not to love, not to trust them, not to be around them, not to do whatever, then fine. That's fair. But just to judge a book by its cover, just to say, well, this person doesn't sound like me, this person's music's not my style, this person, goes to, believes in a different religion than me. It's like, get the fuck over yourself. That's it. And this is not what my platform's all about, but I had to be intentional about changing what I believed because of what someone else told me. And it's never too late to change. And it's never too late to go, you know what? I'm going to figure this out for myself. I'm going to figure out, are these people really jackasses like everyone says they are? Are these people really want to just kill my family? Or is this all just a big lie that somebody wants me to believe because they have an agenda? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And when you start to use your own brain, and this is why, and I don't really get political, but when I Start talking about political stuff, and people go, well, I'm left, or I'm right, or I'm this, or I'm that. I go, you're just dumb because you're not using your brain. You're using other people's thoughts and their systems, and you're being a part of a system that you honestly don't even belong to, that you don't control, that is working together, left, right, wing. It's all in the same bird. You've heard it. But when are you going to think for yourself? When are you going to challenge the thoughts of the people around you? Even your own community, even your own neighbors, your friends, your family. Not to just be like, well, I want to be combative, but you know deep down inside, like, is this something that really is true? And if you don't know, go find out. And so I did that. I came from a very hostile environment with this is just the way it is, backwoods, dumb thinking. And luckily I got out of that. Luckily I went to St. Louis, huge city, a lot of diversity. I didn't tell you the neighborhood I lived in with the Brazilian guy who spoke Portuguese was in an Indian neighborhood. I'm talking like people from India, like primarily lived there, and the smell of curry reigned throughout. And there were parts of it I didn't understand, but I was like, oh, no one's bad here. And there's bad people. Trust me, I get it. But you can't just lump everybody in together and go, well, you're bad, you're good. Don't be dumb. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting off my soapbox, but I guess I'm just saying, if I can come from the hills of Tennessee, the backwoods, country bumpkin, like everybody knows everybody, and I can come out of that mentality, out of that mindset, out of that indoctrination of we're good, they're bad, us versus them. If I can do that, you can do that. But it didn't just happen. I made that decision. So just make the decision not to be a dirtbag. Make the decision of who cares about left and right. Let's talk about people. Let's talk about souls. That's somebody's mom, cousin, brother, sister. Let's talk about those things. And just be intentional with people. And just even if you're uncomfortable, just let the person know, hey, you know what? This is going to be really weird, but I'm just really uncomfortable with your culture. Can you help me understand it? Can you help just shed some light onto it? And maybe try to be a part of that culture. You know, I live in Puerto Rico right now. This is a way different culture than what I grew up in. And there's parts of it that I'm like, this is awesome. And there's other parts of it that I'm like, I don't understand that. But what I try to do is ask more questions, be inquisitive, be respectful, try to embrace the culture, try to understand. And I'm here, so I'm embracing it. It's like I'm in your world, so I'm here. I'm in your world. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to do all these things that I didn't get to do. You know, as a kid growing up, like we never traveled internationally or anywhere really. And so it's a treat, and it's a treat to be around people who think different than you, who are different than you, who believe different than you. And it seems uncomfortable at first, but once you make space for other people, you can learn so much. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of great stories, and there's a lot of life to be lived. And let people live. Like, there's a lot of life for us to live and to let people live. And don't be afraid to let people live their life. Trust me. Trust me. I was indoctrinated and went to church and thought that, and church kind of saved my life, to be honest. Like, it kind of got me out of this like kind of life I was living and introduced me to this whole other world. And from there, that's when I went to school. And, from that, I traveled the world and did a bunch of stuff. But then it became a radical belief system as well, which I also had to break out of. And I also had to think for myself. So the whole point of me going off on this rant, really, I just want to open some packages and tell you guys about business stuff and all that. But I just think we're in such a time where it's okay to let other people live, and it's okay to learn, and it's okay to be different, and it's okay to just let people be people. Now, obviously, there's people are genuinely trying to harm you. That's a different thing. But for the most part, I've been around. I've been in a lot of places in the world. I've been in a lot of different cultures in the world, and people are just people. They might look different, sound different, act different, be different, but people are people. We all just want to be in community. We all just want to be accepted. We all just want to be seen and be heard and be respected. And that's pretty easy to do. All right. I'm Billy the Philosopher. I went off the deep end. My wife has been texting me. If she's watching this, she's like, okay. I don't know if she's watching. She's probably like, what are you doing? You're going to get shot. I don't know if I could say that on a Facebook Live. All right, let's see. Let's go through these chats real quick. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. What's up? That's amazing, bro. Love your story. We are cool, not savages. That's right. We're more alike than we think. Don't judge a book by its cover. I only judge numbers. Speak up. Be kind. Be kind. That's a pretty easy one. You know, and I think there is this shift that's happening. I think there's a big shift in people, especially with guys. I think there's a big shift, especially with guys, where it's like, you know what, we don't have to be the Macho Man Randy Savage and pump our chest. We can be strong men and be respectful at the same time. And I think that's one thing that I'm excited to see in a lot of younger people. It's like they can be men, they can be manly and bearded and be respectful and kind and generous and all that. So, all right, there we go. Don't be dumb, Rich. Yeah, that's my one line of today. Like, don't be dumb. Thank you for sharing your story and origin. We all need to be curious and love. I love that, Junaid. Absolutely. It's the reason why I stopped watching the news. Yep, exactly. I hate the news. Do the Boricas? I don't know if they love me. I think I have some fans. I think some people like me. I think people like me down here. As long as I just go, hey, look, I'm not here for a tax incentive, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to build a wall around the ocean. I think I'm pretty good. Bez, it is your fault. You're pushing all the buttons. It sounds like a song. All right. Well, you guys have been awesome. Thanks for showing up to my rant. It's one of those things where I never really speak out too much about a lot of stuff because there's always more to every story. There's always a level deeper. But I always have been very outspoken within side of my reach of my community and the people that, are around me, and always stood up for people who are not being treated with respect and treated correctly. So anyway, I wouldn't subscribe to my channel and think that this is what you get every time. It's mostly me just talking about Amazon and how to make money on Amazon and how to hawk stuff and whatnot. But there's a little bit more. There's a little bit deeper of Billy that sometimes I'll get into. So thanks for the inspiration. And you guys are awesome. Love you. And have a great day. Have a great Super Bowl party. If you're doing Super Bowl parties, my wife just texted me to talk about going and getting some tacos. So I think I'm just gonna leave work. You know what? I made 42 videos this week. That's enough. I'm going to go eat tacos. I'm going to go be in the moment with my family. I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend.